This video we're going to take a look at a long-awaited knife from Schrade, and another example of how Schrade listens. It's the SCHF51M, coming up on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what is really another indication of how much attention Schrade pays to what you guys, what you want. So this is the SCHF51M, and it's kind of like the next evolution of the SCHF36M, which was the frontier version they came out with in 2000, maybe I think late 2014, early 2015. But this one has got some big improvements on it, and I did a kind of a roundup video showing the 4 new versions that came out. They have the 51M and the 51, which has the TPE handles. They also have the 52M and 52, which is just a larger version of the same style knife, basically. So what I thought we'd do, let's take a look at the specs and details on this particular model here, and then we'll get to doing some of that knife stuff. We may even get around to checking the balance on this thing. Okay, so once again, this is the Schrade SCHF51M, featuring a 5-inch drop point blade of 1095 high carbon steel with a 6-inch micarta handle. The knife has a finger choil, recessed jimping, a lanyard hole, an overall length of 10.85 inches, and a weight of 0.94 pounds. Comes with a black polyester belt sheath with a ferro rod and a sharpening stone. Alright, so that's some of the specs and details of the SCHF51M from Schrade. And show you a couple things that I think are cool about this. They changed the handle design from the old 36, gave it a little longer handle and a little more pronounced curvature at the butt end, so that for chopping, at least for me, if I'm going to, I usually would 3-finger this and kind of let it flip through my hand. That's going to really give you a lot better purchase, I think. We're going to find that out in just a minute. I like that they recessed that jimping on back, so it really, as far as I'm concerned, they could have done away with it, but it might help just a little bit, give you a little more grip, but it doesn't get in your way. I couldn't stand it, to be honest with you. They got this choil on it that is pretty good. It could maybe be a little bit bigger, but it's really big enough for me. And again, I'm a little ambivalent about choils at times. I like these nice micarta handles. They have a good feel to them. The fit and finish, at least on this model I got, the fit and finish is very nice. Not a lot of gap there, not really any gap. It's pretty smooth across there. You can't really feel a ridge on either from the metal or the micarta. A nice 90-degree spine. This one's coated as the old ones were, but it doesn't have that truck bed liner coating, as Chris calls it. It's more of a smoother coating. So it looks like it's got, maybe this is a hollow grind or a saber grind. I'm having a real hard time telling. If it's a hollow grind, it's got very little concavity to it. Altogether, they increased the size of this handle, which I think helps a lot. It's a really solid, look at that spine of that thing. It's just probably close to a 1/4 inch thick. It's a really solid, heavy-duty, hefty knife that should be able to do some pretty heavy-duty work. So let me quit rambling and let's get to doing some knife stuff. One more thing I'm going to show you. It comes with this standard nylon sheath. The one drawback I have to this sheath is because of the angle of the handles here and the way the plastic insert is right-hand carry. Something you need to be aware of if you're left-handed. This is going to be pretty much a right-hand carry sheath. Comes with a pocket on front that contains a diamond ferro rod, a diamond sharpening stone, which, to be honest with you, it's okay to have. But I wouldn't call this the greatest stone in the world. It also comes with a ferro rod, which, by the way, in my humble opinion, is one of the best ferro rods that you can get. It's a soft rod. It throws, I think I've said it before, it throws gobs of molten goodness, man. It really does throw good chunks of magnesium or whatever it is that's burning the ferrocerium material. So, great ferro rod. I think the diamond stone is okay. It's basically a chunk of plastic with a diamond plate on it, which is really just kind of I guess it gives it some meat. This is where all the sharpening takes place, not here anyway. But and it'll get the job done. It's kind of a medium grit, so in my opinion, it's going to be more for field type, just touch up and maintenance than it is for long term, keeping your knife sharp. But it's good to have here. You know, you got this package here. You got fire. You got to keep your knife sharp, and you got a knife. It's a pretty good survival package, in my humble opinion. So now let's do some knife stuff. Okay, so I found some recently downed dogwood. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that, in my opinion, dogwood is extremely hard wood. So we're going to see, and I think this may even be one of those pushed down but not really dead trees, but we're gonna see how well it chops. So let's get to it. First of all, take this little limb out of the way. Not bad. All right, here we go. Okay, I got to tell you, for me, it is not comfortable to chop with, and partly that's because on the edges of this hook here, that mic heart is just kind of rough. It's got kind of almost a 90 degree, at least it's got kind of a sharp angle here. It's not really rounded right there, and it just it hurts my finger. Now, if you had somebody that wears gloves a lot, it's probably not going to matter at all. Again, not the most comfortable chopper for me. I'm doing the 3-finger thing. When I hold it full, it does okay, but you just don't get as much chopping inertia with a full hand grip on this shorter blade, in my opinion. But I went and chopped this piece of super solid oak off. I don't really have anything to baton. I'm out here at a state park in the woods, and really, if you're in a survival situation, that's what you're going to wind up with. Chop this up into big enough to be a baton. I don't really have anything to baton, so what I thought we'd do is we'll just get creative here and see if we can split this thing out to try to get some firewood. So, without a baton. I have no doubts this thing will baton just fine. I mean, it is a big chunk of solid steel. I'm not had any issues ever with Schrade's batoning. Just trying a little different technique here. Okay, so this is definitely oak. We'll see if we can get some feathers out of this. So you see how just fibrous and stuff this oak is? For me, it's just really hard to make feathers out of oak because it just wants to break off in fibers. It doesn't really want to feather as cleanly as some woods. And maybe that's just me. It's kind of hard to get those little curls. It doesn't want to curl, so let's try some different wood. I got a piece of pine here. Pine's usually not my favorite feather wood either. We're going to see what we can do with it because it's a good wood for fire. Trying some different stuff here. This may be too soft and rotted to you too. Maybe it is. Let's see. Let's try one more thing now, because you know I want to. Let's just see what we got here. So, put you in the midst there. Oh, I broke the handle off of my Schrade. First time that's ever happened. Just put you back on. It's just friction fit. Let's see. We're running out of feathers here. All right. We'll try the old secondary method. This might be easier anyway. I know people are going to say pull the ferro out, but it just don't work as well for me. Oh, we got a little bit going here. Oh, she's going. Okay, finally. There you go. I sure do hope you can see that in this bright sunshine, but it is in fact burning. Alright. It's burning. So, there's a will, there's a way. Let's put you out because it's kind of dried here. Okay, so I've tried to do my best to actually show you the capabilities of this tool and a simulated, you know, survival type situation where you didn't have a saw, we don't have firewood out here cut up in blocks, you know, I'm not wearing any gloves because all that good stuff, you know. I'm in a state park, I'm not surviving, okay? There's no sense in pretending that, but I did want to kind of try to keep this as real as possible so you could see the capabilities and limitations of this tool. Didn't do any heavy batoning because probably wouldn't have the ability to do that in this kind of situation. On chopping, it's not a big chopper, I understand that, but it actually, it does okay, but it's going to be better with gloves. Nice 90-degree spine, great job of carving, even on, you know, oak, which is pretty tough. It did good on the pine. Was able to get a fire started. It's just a very capable, solid knife. I have no doubts about it. You know, the design changes they made in this to the 36 to come up with the 51, I think were really good design changes. And there's nothing wrong with a 36. I think it's a great knife. I think they still have both of them available, so either one would be a good choice. But I really like the changes they made to this. But having said all that, one thing that always concerns me when they start doing design changes is to make sure they didn't mess around with a balance, because that's important. Wow, big change, right? So when I was doing the final editing on this video, I realized that on a couple of the clips I forgot to push the old record button, and the kind of closing clip was one of them. So it's a really solid knife, and if you're looking for a knife on about the 5-inch, you know, blade range that's got enough heft to it to do pretty much whatever you want to do and hold up, the SCHF51M could be a good choice for you. So I hope this video has been helpful. A little closer look at this knife. And as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends, for watching all those ads, and for doing your shopping on Amazon through the Survival on Purpose links. I sincerely appreciate all your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time. I just stepped in dog poop. Okay, let's find some other wood. It's a full tang nade. Did I push the record button that time?